6 महिनाको हुँदाखेरिदेखि मैले पिठ्युमा बोकेर यो रोजगारमा काम गर्न थालेको हो।
Like during the COVID time, when her son was 4 months old, she used to carry her son in the back, and she started working in this project.
So Abu, what I'd like to ask her is, you've probably worked before as well. Like this is not her first work experience as a grown woman. So what has her experiences been in the past, and compared to Yeti, what has been different? How has Yeti affected her life, impacted her life, or what has changed? So तपाईले अब यतिमा काम गर्नु भएको यही पहिलोचोटि होइन, तपाईले पहिलेदेखि धेरै वर्ष अगाडिदेखि काम गर्नु भएको छ। सो त्यो काम गर्दाखेरि र अहिलेको तपाईको अनुभवको विषयमा अलिकति बताइदिनुस्। यति प्रोजेक्टमा काम गर्दाखेरि के फरक अनुभव गर्नुभयो त्यसको अलिकति बताइदिनुस्।
सुरुमा गर्दा चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने हैन, के गरेर गर्ने भन्ने नलेज थाहा थिएन। त्यसको बारेमा बिस्तारै बिस्तारै गर्दै गएपछि अब जस छोराहरूले मात्र गर्छ जस्तो लाग्थ्यो त्यो काम हैन। अब छोरीले पनि गर्न सक्दो रहेछ हरेक काम। त्यही भएर जस मलाई चाहिँ सहज भएको छ आफ्नो बच्चा पढाउनको लागि हैन। आफ्नो घर खर्च अलिकति भए पनि टरेको छ, जस मलाई राम्रो भइरहेछ जस।
So what she's trying to say is, she was very confused at the first, like how do I start with the project? But once she starts, it's easier for her now. And then like she always used to think it is only for the male members to do this labor-intensive work. But she feels like now, as a woman, she can also be a part in this work, and it has benefited her a lot, which has impacted like for the school things, like the school admission thing, to pay the admission of the child. It has really helped her, like not for the bigger things that she can do, but the smaller aspects that really is important to her, that has uplifted her living standard. For that, Yeti project has really benefited her and impacted her directly.
Now we move on to our second beneficiary, Miss Salina Shrestha. So if you could please introduce yourself, maybe your name, age, how long you've worked with the Yeti project, what works have you done under the Yeti project, and then a bit of your experience.
नमस्ते, मेरो नाम सबिना खड्के। म ललितपुर महानगरपालिका वडा नम्बर 11 मा बस्छु। मेरो उमेर चाहिँ 21 वर्ष भयो। म यतिमा काम गर्न थालेको चाहिँ 3 वर्ष भयो र
she does the greeting, and then her name is Salina Karki. She's 31 years old. She lives in ward number 11, and it's been 3 and 4 years that she started working in Yeti project.
मैले चाहिँ यो काम गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ पहिला सुरुमा स्टार्टिङ गर्दाखेरि कोभिडको टाइम थियो। कोभिडको टाइममा लकडाउनमा सबैजना घरमा बस्ने भएको कारणले चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ ललितपुर महानगरपालिका रोजगारबाट चाहिँ हाम्रो यो कामको लागि चाहिँ फर्म खुलेको थियो। त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीहरूले चाहिँ फर्म भरेर चाहिँ यो स्वरोजगारमा चाहिँ हामीले काम गर्न सुरु गऱ्यौँ र त्यसपछि हामीहरूले सबैजना दिदी बहिनीहरू मात्र थियौँ। त्यसमा चाहिँ एकजना पुरुष थियो, त्यसमा चाहिँ उहाँले काम नगर्ने भन्नुभयो र हामीहरू महिला दिदी बहिनीहरू मात्र बसेर चाहिँ हामीहरूले मन्दिरहरूमा सरसफाइ लगायत हामीले विभिन्न मठ मन्दिरहरूमा चाहिँ रङ रोगन गरेर चाहिँ काम गऱ्यौँ।
So at first, when the form came to fill up for the unemployment and this Yeti project, she filled it, and there were a group of 5 to 6 people, and all of them were women and one were male. So he backed off at the project. So later, 5 of them, they started working in the project, and what they've been doing is they've been coloring the different temples and monuments in our historical sites, and which has helped them that way to color and make beautiful to our community and our society.
So a follow-up question. While we are sure that there are some personal benefits, for example, the salary you earn and everything from the project, if you could shed some light, because she's also one of the, so every project has an employment user committee group, so she's leading one of those groups. So as a leader, I would like to understand what kind of community works you've done and how it has benefited not just yourself but the community on the whole. तपाईले गर्नुभएको कामबाट तपाईलाई व्यक्तिगत रूपमा त अब स्यालेरी यताउताको अलिअलि बेनिफिट त हुन्छ, आफ्नो पारिवारिक रूपमा कन्ट्रिब्युसन होइन, त्यो बाहेक तपाईलाई यो प्रोजेक्टबाट चाहिँ आफ्नो कम्युनिटीमा के राम्रो गरेको जस्तो लाग्छ त्यो अलिकति?
यसबाट चाहिँ बेनिफिट चाहिँ पक्कै अब घर गृहस्थीहरू चलाउनेहरूलाई चाहिँ धेरै सहज भएको छ। यसबाट चाहिँ अब घरमा यतिकै बसिरहनु भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ सानो आफ्नो टोल समाजलाई एउटा परिवर्तनको रूपमा चाहिँ हामीहरूले लान सक्छौँ। जुन परापूर्व कालदेखि हाम्रो रहेको परम्पराहरूलाई मठ मन्दिर धारा पाटी पौवाहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीहरूले जुन कोर भएको थियो त्यसलाई हामीले संरक्षण गरेर लान सकिरहेछौँ। र त्यहाँका सबैजना समुदायहरूले चाहिँ हामीहरूले जुन काम गरेको अनुसारले चाहिँ उहाँले हामीहरूलाई चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो काम गर्नुभएको छ र आफ्नो समुदायमा चाहिँ के चेन्जेसहरू देख्नुभएको छ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ खुसी व्यक्त गर्नुभएको छ र जुन बेनिफिट पाएको छ त्यसबाट चाहिँ आफ्नो घर परिवारहरूलाई चलाउनलाई आफैलाई पनि केही आफ्नो इच्छा आकाङ्क्षाहरूलाई चाहिँ आफूले त्यो पैसाबाट चाहिँ पुरा गर्न चाहिँ सक्छ।
So, talking about the personal benefit, of course, like financially, it has helped her in many ways to let the family run. But not only that, for the community also it has impacted, like by preserving the Dunghe Daras, the water taps that you see. Not only that, also the temples, the monuments. When they do that, people appraise them for what they have done because they're conserving our ancient culture, our heritage at the same time. So also like she also meant was like before, if that Dunghe Dara was there, she couldn't like it was really dirty and she couldn't like drink water from that. People would like do that's dirty. But once they do clean that, there are lots of people highly benefited from that water. It's clean. So that's not only like its personal benefit, but at the same time the community has also got directly impacted from this project.
How to transition to work. So the program includes a lot of +2 graduates, undergraduates, and those, and even like postgraduate students who are finding it difficult to enter into the labor market. So she's one of the topic on the introduction. If you could introduce yourself, your name, age, maybe it's a bit about your family background and what you're doing under the Everything Project.
नमस्कार, मेरो नाम चाहिँ निर्जना महर्जन, म वडा नम्बर 3 कुलचोकबाट आएको हो। म चाहिँ मेरो फ्यामिलीमा चाहिँ 5 जना हुनुहुन्छ। म, मेरो हस्बेन्ड, अनि सासू ससुरा अनि मेरो बाबु बच्चा छ। अनि म चाहिँ योभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ एनसेलमा काम गरेको थिएँ, कल सेन्टरमा। त्यहाँ चाहिँ के भयो भने बिदा पाउनु धेरै
So she does her greetings, and then her name is Nirjana Morrison. She lives in ward number 3, Pulchok. She has 5 members in her family. Her partner, her son, her father-in-law, and her mother-in-law. They live together. So before she used to work in Ansel, there is a call center. Now she will transfer him further. Yeah.
मलाई चाहिँ काम गर्नको लागि धेरै नै गाह्रो भएको थियो। योभन्दा अगाडि म धेरै ठाउँमा गएँ, इन्टरभ्यू दिँदाखेरि के हुन्छ भने बोलाउँछ इन्टरभ्यूमा, अनि नाम सोध्छ, अनि पछि तिमी म्यारिड हो कि होइन भन्यो, म्यारिड हो भन्यो, अनि बच्चा छ कि छैन भन्यो। त्यो इन्टरभ्यू दिँदाखेरि पनि त्यो राम्रो तरिकाले सोध्दैन, अलिकति नेगेटिभ थटले सोध्ने होइन। अनि म्यारिड मान्छेहरू चाहिँ अलिक धेरै नै गाह्रो हुन्छ काम पाउनको लागि। मैले अलिक धेरै ठाउँमा पनि ट्राई गरिरहेको छु, म्यारिड भन्ने बित्तिकै कामै नदिने भइरहेको छ। अनि एनसेलमा पनि मैले चाहिँ काम किन छोडेको भने चाहिँ मेरो मदर इन ल चाहिँ क्यान्सर हुनुहुन्थ्यो, अनि मलाई 7 दिनको लागि बिदा दिनु भनेको थिएँ, मलाई दिएन। अनि म छोडेपछि त्यहीको मान्छेलाई काम लगाइदियो, उसको आफ्नै मान्छेलाई मेरो ठाउँमा काम लगाइदिएको थियो।
So before, as I already mentioned, that she used to work in Ansel 5 years back, and then like for the 5 years she's been working. And as a woman, as a married woman, when she goes for the interview, it's very hard for her because people often ask her if you're married or not. That would be the first question when she faces interview. And if she's married, she's not given that opportunity, but she deserves. So also like during the time she's working in Ansel, it was 7 days work leave she had to ask when her mother-in-law had cancer. But she did not get that 7 days of leave, and she was thrown out of the company before.
अनि अहिले पनि मैले 2 ठाउँमा इन्टरभ्यू दिनु गएँ, त्यहाँ पहिला चाहिँ राम्रो छ हुन्छ भन्ने फोन गरेर बोलायो। इन्टरभ्यूमा बोलाएपछि चाहिँ कुरा सबै मिल्न लागेको थियो। पछि म्यारिड छौ भनेपछि काम राख्नु खोजेन, नजिक थियो। अहिले काम पाउन पाए पनि धेरै टाढा पाउने, स्यालेरी एकदमै कम हुने, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 दिने भन्छन्। पहिला पनि काम गरेको मान्छेलाई फ्रेसर भन्दा पनि कम स्यालेरी दिने हुन्छ। जुन म्यारिड नभएको मान्छेलाई त्यही पोजिसनमा भनेपछि 18-19,000 दिन्छ भने म्यारिड भएको मान्छेलाई 15,000 दिन पनि गाह्रो गरिरहेको छ।
So after that, when she tries for a new opportunity in the workplace, the often question will be if you're married. Then often, like as a married woman, she does not get that opportunity. Even the salary wage is very less if people know that she is married. Whereas the same opportunity, if she's not married, she often gets hired and her opportunity is seized from that job, whatever she's trying to give. So her main concern is that as a individual married woman, it's very hard for her to get the work. So whenever she tries to give interview, she's thrown out because of the married status that she has.
Why married women are discriminated against? What reason? Why?
तपाईँलाई
तपाईँलाई चाहिँ किन म्यारिड मान्छेहरू चाहिँ किन भेदभाव झेल्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ? तपाईँलाई भेदभाव भइरहेछ नि, त्यो चाहिँ किन होला जस्तो लाग्छ क्या?
खै मनमा सर कुनै कुनै नेगेटिभ थट पनि हुन्छ होइन, नेगेटिभ थिङ्क पनि भएर होला। कति ठाउँमा इन्टरभ्यू गर्नु गयो, त्यहाँनिर नम्बर लिन्छ, बेलुका बेलुका फोन आउँछ। त्यस्तो पनि मेरो धेरै भइरहेछ, त्यस्तो नराम्रो पनि भइरहेछ होइन। अनि के नचाहिने कुरा गर्ने होइन, अनि हस्बेन्ड कहाँ छ के छ त्यसरी सोधिराख्ने, त्यस्तो भइराखेको हुन्छ म्यारिड मान्छेलाई, त्यस्तो हुन्छ। अनि त्यही भएर फ्यामिली सम्हाल्न पनि त्यही फोनले गर्दा पनि धेरै कुरा आउँछ, कहाँ गइस् के गरिस्। अब इन्टरभ्यू दिन गयो भने त्यसरी कल आएपछि चाहिँ घरमा पनि झगडा धेरै नै त्यस्तै कारणले भइरहेको हुन्छ।
So what she's trying to say is like when she goes for interview, and then often she receives a phone call at late night besides the official time, and then in the home also when she tries to explain to her partner like, I went to the interview and this is the late night call I'm receiving because of the interview update I'm getting. So she also gets harassed because like she's married, then where's your husband, where's your partner, what are you doing, things like that has been shared to her. And they often think like because she's a married woman, she has to give more time to her family, her upbringing, so she won't be able to give full 100% to the work that she's doing. So that's what she mentions.
यो अहिले चाहिँ एउटा राम्रो अफिस होस् होइन, जहाँ महिलाहरूलाई पनि राम्रो सुविधा होस्, बिहे गरेको मान्छेलाई बढी प्राथमिकता दियोस् काममा होइन, कामहरू राम्रो नयाँ नयाँ कामहरू रोजगारीहरू सृजना गरोस्, बिहे गरेको मान्छेहरूलाई पनि दियोस्। इन्टरभ्यू दिँदाखेरि चाहिँ फ्यामिलीको ब्याकग्राउन्ड भन्दा उसले के काम गर्न सक्छ, उसले के गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ, कसरी अफिसमा फाइदा हुन्छ, त्यो तरिकाले चाहिँ इन्टरभ्यू होस्। त्यो हाम्रो फ्यामिली ब्याकग्राउन्ड बुढा के गर्छ यो गर्छ त्यस्तो भन्दा पनि उसको बारेमै सोधोस्।
She emphasizes on the competency that a person has rather than just because of her family background and her married status. If jobs and the workforce gives more importance on the competency, what she has and the productivity she can give to the job, that way maybe the status of this can be changed.
Any childcare support when you come and work on the project? Who looks after the
I
children?
think this can be for both of them because both of them gets feel to answer होइन। तपाईँहरूले काम गरेको ठाउँमा केही बच्चाहरूलाई केयरको त्यस्तो केही सुविधाहरू छ? तपाईँले त एनसेलमा पनि काम गर्नुभयो। बाई द वे एनसेल इज द सेकेन्ड बिगेस्ट टेलिकम प्रोभाइडर इन नेपाल एन्ड इट्स अ फरेन इन्भेस्टमेन्ट, आई थिङ्क इट्स अ फरेन कम्पनी। सो तपाईँहरूको अफिसमा तपाईँहरूले अब पिएमपीमै भनौँ होइन, त्यस्तो बच्चालाई व्यवस्था तपाईँले त सी क्यारिड हर बेबी फ्रम 6 months old, she carried her baby in her back and went to work.
मैले त मेरो बच्चा लकडाउनमा जन्मेको, अनि ऊ सायद 6 महिना पनि थिएन होला, 3 महिनाको हुँदाखेरि मैले बोकेर काममा जान्थेँ।
So she says that there's no childcare support that she received, but she's owned herself carrying the child, carrying herself in the back when she was 3 months old. So there's no childcare support.
मेरो पनि त्यही हो नि, एनसेलमा मेरो बाबु बिरामी भएको थियो बिचमा होइन, एकदमै गाह्रो भइरहेको थियो। मलाई हाफ दिनको छुट्टी दिनु भन्दा पनि त्यो टाइम पनि उनीहरूले मलाई दिएन कि, जुन बिहे नगरेको मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ ल मेरो एक्जाम छ, मेरो घरमा यो छ, मेरो गाउँमा यो पऱ्यो भने उनीहरूलाई छुट्टी दियो। मेरो जब मैले 1 बजीसम्म काम गरेको थिएँ, मेरो फोन आयो घरबाट बाबु बिरामी छ त, त्यहाँबाट एउटा पनि मलाई सपोर्ट दिएन कि, फुल टाइम गर अनि जाउँ, बिदा माग्दा पनि नदिनु, त्यस्तो भएको थियो।
So there's no childcare support even in the NSL that she works before. Rather, she asks for the help, like I need to go because my son is sick, but they did not allow to leave her for the half day also. So basically, there is no childcare support even in the NSL.
By 12 months, I understand. And how will it impact them once the project ends?
I think this would probably be a question for the project team rather than the beneficiaries. If I can do a question. So अब प्रोजेक्ट चाहिँ 1 वर्षको लागि अब एक्सटेन्ड भएको छ होइन, यो अब 1 वर्षको एक्सटेन्सनमा चाहिँ तपाईँहरू एज इएससी एज द फ्रन्ट रनर्स इन द प्रोजेक्ट होइन, कसरी चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई यही कुरामा कसरी इम्प्रुभमेन्ट कसरी ल्याउन सकिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ, अथवा उहाँहरूलाई कसरी अफेक्ट गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यो 1 वर्षको एक्सटेन्सन?
Okay, so I think we are very glad that our project extended for the 1 year, and we are very thankful for the opportunity as well, because it's not only 1-2 people that's impacting, but yearly we've been able to impact 40 to 50 women, especially who works in this sector. So coming up with the changes that's there, of course, like it's not only themselves, it makes them financially independent, but also the family, the child support that they get, they can support their family or their children at the same time, and also with the community for the same time. So it's not a change once overnight change, but the smallest financial help that they receive uplifts their living standard in one way or the other. So I think in a year it will definitely impact them directly for their financial condition.
On 4 years, let's say, the project has been running for 5 years. The first 2 years, there were major delays in the project because of the COVID. And although the project, the YETI financing, at least there's a government-funded part of the project, which is the Prime Minister Employment Project, and YETI finances certain, like 40 people out of the 100 people that are targeted. So YETI financing majorly focuses on repair and maintenance kind of activities, because when we were preparing the project, we were not, we were not allowed to make major infrastructure changes, because it would require a lot of safeguards and environmental issues, which is why we focused on, okay, let's let the YETI financing focus on repair and maintenance. Having said that, I think in the extension year, we are also trying to promote a lot of other activities other than just like cleanup drives or sanitation drives or just like, regular road maintenance. We've also included early childhood care services as one of the, potential projects within the communities. So that is one, and then the other is we're also looking at a lot of climate change adaptation sort of activities in and around, because right now a lot of the projects are mostly focused on road maintenance or like cleanup drives, as they've mentioned. So this is one of the things that we're trying to do different this year, at least for the extension year. Any more questions?
Hindsight, if you could do one thing different in the project.
If you could start over, I just like that.
With the benefit of hindsight, if you could do one thing different about the project, what would it be?
एउटा केही चीज
Thank you so much for the question. Especially AT is focusing on the 100 days of cash for work, which is, I think, which is not also which is also not sufficient, I think, because we are providing them 100 days of cash for work, and after that there is nothing to do. So we have to more focus on providing them 100 days of cash for work. Besides that, we have to give them training which can later on they can earn themselves. They can earn themselves, because we are making them independent. We are trying to make them independent, but they are dependent only on 100 days of cash for work. So I think from this year we are going to provide them training which may help them to earn themselves and make them entrepreneurs, develop them entrepreneurship. I think we have to focus on not only cash for work. Besides that, we have to make them able to earn themselves.
So yeah, that is one more thing. Like this extension year, the YETI is also financing some on-the-job trainings and on-the-job trainings and life skills trainings through the ESCs. So that is what she is mentioning. So that is something different coming in this year as well.
So one of our beneficiaries also from the LIFE project for youth, soft skills. So we've been focusing on more of like soft skills training, like how do you face interview before going to job? How do you write a resume before facing the job? So that and how do you uplift your presentation skills? Because in the job, that's all the soft skills that counts them for their competencies. So not only for the 100 days cash for work program, we've been also focusing on transitioning from them to learning and doing. At the same time, with the help of the training, they're able to also do the job search and properly give interview, face the interview, and receive that opportunity and earn for themselves.
Besides that, we are going to plan bridging. We are just bridger. We are going to provide opportunity and make them employers and employees. We are going to connect them how to get jobs, and we are going to organize job fair, which we just completed job fair program, which help them to find the job themselves. So counseling also, we are going to provide counseling services. We are going to
So the idea of ESC was as a one-stop center for all jobs related, employment related, including trainings and
Yes.
everything for the job seekers, for the unemployed, for everything. But because of delays due to COVID, some of the activities, for example, these were planned for third year of the project, but now because of the delays, it has now come up to the extension year. So that being said, ESCs cannot provide all of the services. Right now, the government is funding only one of the ESC staff, and two of the other ESC staffs are funded by the Yeti project. So the Yeti project is only here for 1 more year. What after that? But I think one thing is that the government and the World Bank are both very much aligned in terms of ESCs have to be sustained over time, because this is, it's not just a one-time investment. It needs to be a continuous, consistent investment from the government as well. So as an integrated, so the idea is that ESCs need to be established as an integrated service center for all employment-related services. If we could ask any questions.
They've been in the program for some years. So how do they see their own future?
उहाँले के सोध्नुभयो तपाईँले त अब तपाईँहरू दुवैजनाले उहाँ चाहिँ सिज बिन तपाईँ कति भयो होइन मतलब कति 3 months. Okay, she's only been involved with the project for 3 months, but they have been involved for longer. So तपाईँहरूले यति प्रोजेक्टमा काम गर्नुभएको, PMET-मा काम गर्नुभएको अब 3 वर्ष 4 वर्ष भयो भन्नुभयो होइन. अब 4 वर्ष त गरिसक्नुभयो 100 दिनको इन्भल्भमेन्ट होइन. यो प्रोजेक्टबाट अब तपाईँहरूले फ्युचरमा चाहिँ तपाईँहरूको के छ, अब के आउटलुक छ तपाईँहरूको, अलिकति त्यो बताइदिनुहोस् यसपछि. अब यहाँबाट के गर्ने कसो गर्ने भन्ने विचार छ.
मेरो चाहिँ अब यो महानगरबाट चाहिँ हामीलाई देशको मात्रै काम हुन्छ, त्यसपछि हाम्रो फ्री टाइम हुन्छ. त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ महानगरपालिका अन्तर्गत चाहिँ म चाहिँ सोसियल वर्कर छु. 11वटा स्वास्थ्य कार्यान्वयन समितिमा सदस्यको रूपमा काम गरेर वडामै स्वास्थ्य सम्बन्धी जानकारीहरू दिने कामहरू चाहिँ गरिरहेको छु. प्लस मेरो चाहिँ अब करातेको कोचको पनि छु र त्यसमा म पनि आबद्ध छु र त्यसमै फिल्डमा म चाहिँ आबद्ध भएको काम गर्छु.
So she's been receiving 100 Days Cash for Work program for the past 4 years. Besides that, what she sees herself is she also works as a karate coach, like sometimes as a freelancer, and at the same time she also is enrolled in as a social worker. There's a team of health in Ward 11, so she belongs to one of the members of that representative, and she gives information to people regarding the health mobilization. So I think she sees her future. Besides 100 days work, she has free time, which she utilizes giving freelancing karate coaches. At the same time, she also does social work that is giving health mobilization access information.
4 वर्षको काम गरिसक्नुभयो. यसबाट केही सिक्नु भएको छ भविष्यको लागि, भविष्यमा के प्लान छ?
मेरो त खासै फ्युचर प्लानिङ त त्यस्तो केही छैन. जस आफ्नो एउटा राम्रो जब गरेर आफ्नो फ्यामिलीलाई चाहिँ हेर्ने हुन्छ, त्यही हो. आफ्नो फ्यामिली कसरी हुन्छ राम्रो गर्न सक्छ,
सक्षम ठान्नु भएको छ.
हजुर हजुर.
So she's been working in this project for the past 4 years as well in 100 days work. Before she was very scared, she did not have access to the government offices, but now as she is used to the government offices and the procedure, what happens in the government, she's outspoken, she's been outspoken, she knows things, she's confident in herself, and her main aim is like after this, she wants a decent job that will support her family and herself as well.
Let's say after this program ends, what kind of jobs is the training preparing them for? The kind that maybe would not turn them away. So what sector are we looking at?
यो हामीले प्रिपेयर गरेर उहाँहरूलाई ट्रेनिङ दिएर कस्तो टाइपको जबको लागि प्रिपेयर गर्छ.
ओके, सो अब यो प्रोजेक्ट त एउटा सीमित समयको लागि मात्रै भयो. तपाईँको ट्रेनिङ पनि 3-4 हप्ता के भन्छ 3-4 महिनाको भयो, तपाईँहरूको काम 100 दिनको भयो. अब यो प्रोजेक्ट सकिसकेपछि चाहिँ हुन त इट्स काइन्ड अफ लिङ्क होइन, तर यो प्रोजेक्ट सकिसकेपछि चाहिँ तपाईँहरूले अब कस्तो खालके काम गर्न खोज्न चाहनु भएको छ, तपाईँलाई कस्तो खालके तपाईँको स्पेसली तपाईँको ट्रेनिङले चाहिँ कस्तो खालके कामको लागि तपाईँलाई अहिले प्रिपेयर गरिराख्नु भएको छ, कुन सेक्टरमा चाहिँ तपाईँलाई जान सक्छु भन्ने खालके छ?
हामीलाई त अझ यो काम त अझ थप गरिदियोस् जस्तो लागेको छ.
थप दिन
हजुर हजुर
100 is not enough.
So for her, what she wishes is not only for 100 days, but if she gets to receive more days in this work, maybe it will help her. Rather than it's temporary, it will sustain herself for the more longer period of time.
मेरो चाहिँ एउटा राम्रै काम सरकारी काम पायो भने बेटर हो नभए यही ट्रेनिङ पनि होस् यसमा अलिकति पैसा चाहिँ अलिक बढी होस् भन्न चाहन्छु अझै काम
अब ट्रेनिङबाट तपाईँले के खालको स्किल्सहरू सिकिराख्नु भएको छ र त्यसले कसरी कुन सेक्टर जस्तो कस्तो खालको सेक्टरमा तपाईँलाई हेल्प हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
एनजिओतिर
एनजिओतिर स्किल्सहरू पनि सिकिराख्नु भएको छ
जस्तै मेरो त लर्निङ एन्ड रिक्रुटमेन्ट डिपार्टमेन्ट हो यसमा चाहिँ हामीले ट्रेनिङहरू दिन्छ जस्तै कलेजतिर गयो कम्प्युटर ट्रेनिङहरू पनि हुन्छ होइन अनि कतै गाउँतिर गयो भने अब मिस दाजुलाई के कस्तो गर्ने हो त्यसको बारेमा भन्ने यस्तो ट्रेनिङहरू पनि एनजिओतिर गर्न पाएर
So basically in her training, what she's been receiving is to do the corporate work and NGO, like report writing, how to give presentation, things like that. So it prepares her mostly, like there's a simulation program where they have different departments, HR department, finance department, they have learning and development department, and they also have ecosystem department. So that's a simulation program. So in that simulation, they do it by learning by doing program. So they go as if that's the real job they're going. They have their responsibilities, they fulfill them, and by doing that, they're learning the skills unconsciously or consciously they're receiving that. So basically it prepares them for the corporate and NGO fields of work. And she also wishes to receive either a government job or she wishes to receive stable work, a decent work in NGO.